The night my house burned down, the smell of smoke wasn't the worst part. It was the silence. No sirens at first. No neighbors rushing over. Just orange flames licking the walls of the home I'd spent 10 years building, while someone stood across the street, watching. Her name was Linda Haversham, president of our HOA, and she smiled. 2 weeks earlier, Linda had knocked on my door with her clipboard, and that tone only HOA Karens have, the kind that sounds polite but carries a threat. She told me my house didn't match community standards. My porch light was the wrong shade. My fence was 2 inches too tall. And apparently, my existence was an inconvenience. I ignored her. That was my mistake. Because the complaints escalated fast. Fines, warnings, letters taped to my door in red ink. Then one afternoon, she leaned in close and whispered, "People who don't follow rules lose their homes." I thought she meant legally. I was wrong. The fire started at 2:17 a.m. The investigators later said it was arson, accelerant poured along the back wall, ignited deliberately. But that night, all I knew was that everything I owned, photos, furniture, my father's old watch, collapsed into ash while Linda filmed the blaze on her phone. And here's the part no one believed at first. The HOA refused to help. They claimed the fire was my responsibility. They fined me for property neglect, while I stood in the driveway staring at the ruins. But Linda didn't know one thing. I wasn't just a homeowner. I was a judge. I kept that quiet for years. I lived, simply, avoided attention. People treated me like any other resident. And that's exactly how I liked it. But as I stood there, watching Linda smirk while the fire trucks rolled away, I realized something. She thought she'd won. The next week, Linda filed a civil case against me. She wanted the land, claimed my burned home violated HOA's safety codes and should be seized. And that's when fate delivered justice on a silver platter. Because the courtroom she walked into was mine. I'll never forget the look on her face when she saw me step onto the bench. The color drained from her cheeks. Her confident stride turned into a stumble. Her lawyer froze mid-sentence. "Court is now in session," the clerk announced. Linda tried to speak. I raised my hand. Silence. She had spent months trying to intimidate me, threatening me, destroying my home. And now she stood there, realizing the power she abused had led her straight into consequences she couldn't escape. The evidence was overwhelming. Security footage from a neighbor's camera. Phone data placing her at the scene. The accelerant traced back to a purchase she made hours before the fire. And that video, of her smiling while my house burned, projected onto a courtroom screen for everyone to see. Her lawyer asked for a recess. Denied. The verdict didn't take long. Linda lost everything. Her position in the HOA. Her home, seized in restitution. Criminal charges followed. Arson, fraud, abuse of authority. The same rules she weaponized against others became the bars that locked her in as she was led out of the courtroom in handcuffs. She looked back at me one last time, and for the first time, she didn't say a word. Today, my house is rebuilt. Stronger, safer, and the HOA disbanded because power without accountability is dangerous. And karma? Karma has a courtroom.